It's 4th of July with Kevin Meeker, Second and Chestnut, today on Let's Cook. Celebrate our independence and 4th of July than being in Philadelphia. That's why we're here at 2nd and Chestnut in Old City, Philadelphia, celebrating 4th of July. And fortunately today, I have my good friend Kevin Meeker, because Kevin, your restaurant, Philadelphia Fishing Company, is right on Chestnut and 2nd, one door away from the corner.
When you think 4th of July in Philadelphia, you think Philadelphia Fishing Company. It's the only place to come.
Well, actually, you know, the whole independence started here, and Old City here has so many great restaurants.
It really does. It's come so far in the last 5 or 10 years.
And that's why 2nd and Chestnut, I had this idea to just celebrate the 4th of July down here. So thanks for coming on the show today. Now, Kevin, for our 4th of July menu now, and this is your menu, what are we making?
We're going to do an all-American menu. We're going to start with Maine chowder. It's a traditional chowder, goes great for the 4th of July. Easy to make. You can make it outdoors or indoors. And then we're going to finish up with a red, white, and blue fish with a horseradish cucumber dill sauce.
Okay, now explain the red, white, and blue
red,
fish.
White, and blue is, you have the red, which would be salmon. The white is halibut or any white fish.
Yes.
Blue fish would be the blue. So,
blue fish.
Yeah, and if we could do a blue sauce, I'd do that, but I couldn't figure out a blueberry, you know, to do with it. But
well, no, it sounds great. We're going to take a little break, and then when we come back, we're going to show you how to make this delicious fish chowder, celebrating our independence today on Let's Cook in Old City, Philadelphia. We'll be right back. Hi, welcome back to Let's Cook, and happy 4th of July. We're celebrating 4th of July here in Old City, Philadelphia at 2nd and Chestnut. I'm here with Kevin Meeker from Philadelphia Fishing Company. And Kevin, we're going to make chowder, but before we make the chowder, how long has your restaurant been here now?
We've been here 21 years.
21 years.
Our 22nd year, and we're really the anchor, I think, of Old City.
Beautiful restaurant, and I love the decorations in the middle, the fish in the middle, and great fish.
The menu speaks for itself, but yeah, the restaurant, I think, really, we've come a long way in 21
years. Yeah, great food, great food.
Thank you very much.
But now we have to make the chowder.
Well, we've got a nice chowder. Chowder, exactly how you say it, chowder. Chowder. Chowder up in Maine. Okay. And I spend my summers up in Maine, I always have, and this is one of my neighbors, the local lobsterman. This is his recipe. Right now we have sauteing in a little bit of butter and oil. We have onions, carrots, celery.
Okay.
We're going to add the potatoes.
Okay, we're
going to let them. Now, the key to this, you know, with the potatoes, you don't want them too big because they got to cook. So you want a small dice, you know, and get that started. You don't want to brown it. You just want to let it soften. So you let that cook.
You could actually blanch the potatoes ahead of time.
Oh yeah, no problem. So, and to that, we're just going to add some fish stock. If you don't have fish stock, you can always use clam juice, vegetable stock if you're a vegetarian. Now, if you're watching your cholesterol and your weight, you actually could finish it like that. And it would be when you just add the fish to this. So people ask that, do I have to use cream? No, you can finish it, and that's a nice white chowder that they also do. You know, for if your cholesterol.
So it's nice for a summer chowder.
It is. It really is. It's good. Now, to that, you don't want to add cold cream. So you want heavy cream. Oops, excuse me.
Hold on.
The fish. Gee, I thought you were going to help me here.
Well, I was. Hold on. What kind of fish are you using?
We use a white fish. You can use hake, halibut, cod works real nice. You know, so you would let that cook and let it simmer for about 20 minutes. You want to get the fish. You want to let the potatoes finish. So, you know, and you can always test the potatoes. You just smash it on the side. If it smashes, it's done. So really,
real simple.
Simple. You know, you can wait a while to add the fish, but you know, right there, it's fine. Now to that, you're going to add your cream.
Hot cream.
Hot cream. You don't want to add cold cream, because you know what'll happen if you add that.
There's no thickening in this.
No thickening. Now, if you want,
you can see. Look, you can see the butter coming to the top.
You have to have that little bit of butter in there, and just, you know, you let that simmer, and you let it simmer for, you know, about 20 minutes.
About 20 minutes.
20 minutes, and let it sit.
So actually, by the end of the show, we could actually dish this up again.
Easily. No problem.
Okay. So you know what we're going to do? We're going to let this simmer.
Okay.
Okay, and Then when we come back, what are we making now? Then
We're going to do that red, white, and blue fish.
we're doing a red, white, and blue fish, all grilled,
All grilled.
all done differently.
Everything's going to be done a little bit differently, but it's simple to do.
Simple
So
to
you don't
do.
want to work too hard on 4th of July. You know, have to knock down
That's
a few
right.
beers.
Okay, don't go away anybody, because it's 4th of July here in Old City with Kevin Meeker from Philadelphia Fishing Company, celebrating 4th of July. We'll be right back. Hi, welcome back to Let's Cook, and happy 4th of July. I'm here with Kevin Meeker from Philadelphia Fishing Company, and we're making red, white, and blue fish.
Red, white couldn't be any more all-American 4th of July.
Exactly.
Apple pie.
For Old City, Philadelphia.
Old City, let's go.
Second and chestnut.
We're good
Can we
together.
do that again? Second and chestnut. Okay, now, I have the salmon here.
Right.
Now, you need a couple of skinless pieces of this?
Need a couple of skinless pieces.
You know,
And
there are 2, maybe 3 ways to skin a salmon.
50 ways to leave your lover.
No, that's
it. No, that's something else. Okay.
So I'm going to show you how I'll do it sometimes. Sometimes I'll just take my knife this way, I'll cut down, and instead of going up the fish this way, I'll cut it off and I'll just remove a nice fillet this
and I
way.
notice how you're putting your hand. You're not putting your fingers this way because that's the way you're going to end up cutting
Exactly.
your fingers.
So-
which doesn't add any flavor to the fish.
No, not at all. Now, another way you can do it is like this, but then you need a side towel to hold it because it gets a little slippery.
Okay, this is the way I have always done it.
Where
this
you
way.
hold the knife on
Right.
about a 20-degree angle,
and
you-
then right underneath.
you pull it this way, nice
Okay.
and slow like this,
Right
removing
up.
the skin.
Beautiful.
You
Yeah.
can go all the way down with the knife that way. But
Right.
the third way, you have to think of your hand as a sharp tool.
Is this kung fu? Do I have to get ready?
Oh.
Oh, ha!
So you go, huh?
I don't know.
You,
Okay.
huh?
Oh,
You come up underneath where you've cut it. Then with your hand, you'll hold this nice and firm, and you hold this hand. Your hand becomes your knife, and you just skin the entire piece of salmon this
wow.
way as well.
I am impressed.
Okay, so
I would have never tried that on TV.
there's more than one way. There's actually 3 ways to skin a
Skin a
fish.
fish,
But
yeah.
again, you can only do this if the fish is extremely fresh.
Really, you know, yeah. I don't think if that fish wasn't just delivered today, I don't think that would have worked, would it?
No. And then again, it's a good oil, fish oil, high in omega-3s.
Okay.
Okay. No,
Over
we
there.
won't do that. Now I'm going to give you another piece of this, and
Okay,
then
yeah.
you're going to explain how you want to grill
Okay,
this.
So yeah,
I'll give you 2 more nice.
2 more would be
pieces.
nice, right?
Okay,
You
1.
want me to throw this on the grill now?
Yeah. Why don't you put
Okay.
that on the grill now?
Oops. Let me first like the.
Okay. And
Brush
then
it with a little
when you
oil.
put that on the grill, I'll cut up the halibut here
Okay,
too.
the white. Yep.
The white fish.
Little salt.
With the halibut here,
Little pepper.
I'm gonna just take that off. Cut this down here.
And one of the things I'm going to
Okay,
do.
you're gonna
I
show them
gotta-
how to season the grill
You
there.
need to have your grill seasoned, and that is with an old rag
Uh-huh.
and
You're
some
gonna lose
vegetable
the
oil.
rag, right?
Yeah, you're going to lose. This rag is done. You know, an old T-shirt works as long as it's clean. But you want to get that oiled nice.
Okay.
And then
the fish oil too.
the fish oil, and then right down.
Now
Little smoke gets in your eyes. Theme song in the back.
with the salmon
Mm-hmm.
and the halibut both, you could also just leave the skin on that too to grill
Oh, you
it.
could. There's no.
Absolutely.
If you happen to like the skin, which some people do, leave it on.
Yeah,
See,
definitely
it's
works,
just
right?
a matter of preference. Just like, recipes. Recipes are guides. Do you look at a recipe and say, there's something in there that I don't like, and you change it?
Exactly. I like to work with recipes a lot of times and just change them.
Exactly. I mean, some people don't like cilantro in a recipe, so take that out. Add dill, basil, whatever your preference.
Okay, now this is
Okay.
a bluefish. Now, the bluefish, we should explain also, you have your fish on there, that we have, the bluefish is a very oily fish.
Very oily, yes. We
And-
have this dish is quite good for you because it's
Uh-huh.
high in omega-3s. You have the salmon, very high, bluefish high, and then you have the whitefish, which is a little bit lower, but also very good for you.
Now, the bluefish you could never do like the way I did the salmon.
Oh, you wouldn't be able to do that?
Not be able to do that.
So you don't wanna try it?
Because the flesh is a little softer and the
Okay.
skin is tougher.
Right, and you see, this.
Okay.
You notice that it's not quite as
Yes.
firm. It's already breaking up a
That's
little
right.
bit. Yeah.
So here. Now with this, we're going to do something special with the
Okay, we
bluefish,
have a
right?
little blackened seasoning,
Okay.
and that's, everyone has their own special blackened seasoning. Mine happens to be with a lot of cayenne, onion powder, garlic powder, white pepper, black pepper, and again, right on the grill.
Now with the with the bluefish, why do you use the blackening spice? And
Well,
also,
you know,
no oil on this either.
No,
Why
it's
do you
very
use
soft. Well, you don't need oil. You have the moisture in the fish, so it'll just take to it very, very easily, right on. Now, again, what I do is I try to cook it about 3/4 on one side, flip it, and then you're done. Now, this, I want to turn it because I'd like to get some grill marks on it. And we have a hot fire as opposed to a low heat fire.
You like a hot fire, right?
Hot fire cooks, you know, you want to sear it, and then 1, 2, 3, and it's off, and I don't want to overcook it. So it sears it in real nice. The fish stays together. And, you know, this is great to do any fish, basically a firm fish, on the grill. You don't have the smell of the fish in your house, which a lot of people don't like.
You know, because 4th of July, you think of 4th of July, you think of hamburgers, you think of hot dogs.
Right. Which is nice, but you know, this is a lot better dish for you, and you know, a little bit different.
Those are very nice grill marks you're getting on there.
Yeah, it worked. Amazingly that it worked today.
Yeah, aren't you? We're so happy when the fish does not stick to the grill on 4th of July at 2nd and Chestnut in Old City, Philadelphia.
Okay, so we're coming along here, just about done.
So now these are almost done.
Yes.
Now, and also, you know, we have the chowder going over here.
Oh yeah, how's that chowder coming?
Actually, you know something?
Looks
I
like
think,
it's about done.
It looks to me like it's ready to go. How's that look?
So good.
Doesn't that look good?
God, I'm hungry now.
Okay, now here. The only thing that we need to do is I'm going to test the potato here.
Potato done.
Just press it against. Nope, needs a few more.
Yeah, it's not
just
quite
needs a
done.
little bit more. We'll leave that there.
Okay.
We'll let that continue to simmer. Are you ready to pull the fish off, or are they almost done?
No, they're done.
They're done?
Take them off right here.
Now, this is the other thing that people need to realize when they're cooking fish like this, and it's flaking away, and I'm just going to take a fork to show them here. But see how it's kind of flaking away where it's flaking, and it's still a little opaque in the middle.
Right.
That's perfect because it's going to continue to cook. It's going to carry over cook.
Exactly. It will be.
Yeah. Okay.
And the bluefish.
The bluefish, the halibut, the salmon. We got the chowder going.
Just about there. We just need to make the sauce, and we'll be done.
We need to make the sauce. So I think we're going to take a little break, Kevin, and then when we come back, we're going to show them how to make the. What's the sauce we're making again?
We're going to make a horseradish, cucumber, dill sauce.
Okay, to
Mouthful,
go with our
right
red,
with
white,
this.
bluefish.
It's going to be cooling, something very nice,
4th of July.
not cooked for this.
We'll be right back. Hi, welcome back to 4th of July here at 2nd and Chestnut in Old City, Philadelphia. I'm here with Kevin Meeker from Philadelphia Fishing Company, and
we're going to do a horseradish, cucumber, dill sauce.
Horseradish, cucumber, dill
nice
sauce.
And cool. You can use it on this dish, or you can use it on any number of dishes. You can put it on crab cakes, sautéed crab cakes. Very nice.
Now, do you use this at the restaurant?
We use this. This is one of the sauces that we've used over the 21 years that we're there. And it's one of the ones that, when I do the cookbook, this will be in there.
I'll tell you, Kevin, I love to come to your restaurant when we're in Old City.
Oh, thank you.
Thank you. Okay, now what do you need? Let me cut some stuff. What do we need to cut?
We're going to start off like very simple. So we're going to start with some cucumber. Actually, we're going to start. Let's start with some garlic. 1 garlic and about 2 tablespoons of shallots, minced. Finely minced. And you're going to do this. Okay.
Yeah,
see, everyone is always impressed, that you can do that without. So
that's
okay.
I have a tendency, sometimes where I will actually kind of maybe even almost cut myself if I look down now.
And you will.
Yeah.
If you look down.
If I look down, I might actually cut myself.
Okay. So don't look down, please. All right. So we have it.
So here, I'm gonna
jump that
finally
real
mince
nice.
this. Now what
this is great that I come on and I don't have to do anything. I mean,
well,
I have a feeling you don't trust me. You
no,
think
I
I'm
do.
going to cut?
I do
think
trust
he thinks
you.
I'm going to cut my fingers if I do this.
No, not at all.
Everyone's
going to do a little chopping.
No, that's all right. You go ahead and do it. You're much.
Okay, it's like the drums are pounding. It's 4th of July.
Yeah,
that's good?
Right, yeah. So we can just take that, put it right in here.
All right. What else do you need?
Okay, we're going to start. We're going to have a
little bit of
3/4 cup of sour cream.
Okay.
You know what? I want to cut in the recipe. It doesn't call for, but let's put a little lime juice in there.
Lime juice.
Let's ad lib. We got about 3/4. Is that about 3/4? Yeah.
That's good.
So you can just put that. These are seedless limes.
Yes,
I hope so. We don't end up.
Let me use a fork to really get that juice out.
So we put that in there.
No seeds. These are seedless limes.
Exactly. We don't have to worry. At least I hope not.
Okay.
That's good.
The cucumber too.
Yeah, we need some cucumber in there.
Yeah, you want
about
the
3/4.
cucumber.
Yeah, I like the cucumber now minced. What I do is I take it, I seed it, and then I seed it, peel it, seed it, and then put it in a Robo-Coup because I want that. But since we're outside and we don't have a Robo-Coup, we'll just mince it and it'll work.
Okay,
It'll be
we'll
just as
mince it.
good.
Well, I can probably do something like that.
Okay.
With my knife,
Well,
or I'll just go like this. Then I'm going to bring it here. I'm just going to take my knife. I'll get rid of the majority of the seeds right here.
Yeah.
Okay, then, because I forgot my peeler, we're outdoors, and that can happen to you.
Well,
Okay, we'll
what
just
can you do?
bring it to the edge here. Kind of bring our knife down this way, hold it right here.
That
There
works
we are.
good. Yeah,
Okay,
so-
and then that way we get rid of the seed.
And while you're doing that, what I'm going to do is I'm going to add the 3/4 of a cup of mayonnaise,
All right.
the lime juice. Now we're going to put some salt,
Now you want these,
Little
you
bit
want
of
this
pepper.
finely minced, right?
finely minced, yes.
Very finely minced. You never told me that when we went to break, Kevin.
I know, I forgot. You know, it's
Okay.
one of those things. So we're going to take this. Now you
It's a
can...
nice summer salad,
Oh,
right?
it's very nice. Now you can take this and add a couple of different things in here. I'm going to add those
You're going to have those cucumbers?
I was thinking today, this would be really nice. Take it and put on this dish, but you could add some crab meat to this.
Little crab meat in
Little
there?
crab
That
meat
would
in
go
there would
really
be
good.
really nice. Just
That would
another
go
little
great.
added, texture and taste to this.
Okay, what else do we need? Oh, you know what we're going to show? We need to show them how to do the
Oh, right.
Our-
We're going to do the little trick with the
little tomatoes.
how we set that plate up.
Okay,
I'm going to get this out of your way.
all right. So we'll just take our tomato like this. Come over here, and if you, especially for 4th of July, it's a nice thing to do. We'll take the tomato, we'll just take away the inside like that. I'll turn it
just have
over
the
this
skin.
way, and I'll just take my your star cutter right here,
Right,
and we'll
and
cut a
put it
few
right-
stars out of
And
the
that's a
tomato.
nice little addition to the
Nice little addition. Doesn't it look,
to the plate.
huh?
I mean, it's going to look great. Now you could do the cucumbers to that on that also.
I think I have enough You want me to do a cucumber like that too?
Well, if you have some time. But you know what else I need? I need
What?
some horseradish.
You need some. Oh,
We forgot the horseradish.
Oh, the
there's
horseradish.
the bite, and I need some dill. So if you
Dill.
don't mind,
little
put
dill.
some dill. Now you see how that's nice.
That's really
and
nice and
sauce, and
creamy.
you've got the bite from the horseradish, the acidity of the lime, and then the coolness of the
Yeah.
sour cream.
Gorgeous.
So
Yeah, beautiful. This is gorgeous dill. Now, when I do dill, a lot of times I don't like to cut it too small.
Right.
I just go maybe across it once or twice with my knife because it's a fragile herb and I just don't want to
you
bring
don't
out
want to bruise
exactly.
it. Yeah.
I don't. No,
And I
well, not
think-
even bruise it. It's just
Guess you
then
like
it's just so I like it. I like it a little coarser.
Oh, that looks
Okay.
nice. Okay.
Now,
We have the.
what else do we need?
Nothing. We're just going to need a plate. and,
I got a plate right here. I got a plate
Okay.
right here. I'm just going to move this off of it. Okay. Beautiful plate right here.
And
What are you doing for the 4th anyway, Kevin?
I work every
You work
4th of
every
July.
4th of July?
I won't get a break
You
until
get a lot of
September.
You get a lot of people down here in Old City for 4th
it'll
of July,
be crazy.
right?
You know, I know. I have friends from all over, from Canada, from Denver. They're all coming in because this is the place, and it is becoming the place
Here we go.
to
Wanna
celebrate.
plate that up now with the sauce. You want me to put a little sauce
So
on
those
it?
sauce on there, we
Okay.
can just be very liberal with the sauce.
Liberal with the sauce.
Yeah,
Okay, and you're going to start to put the fish on.
I am. And I'm gonna jump
What do you
behind you here.
You got it?
Yeah.
Good.
Now there
So
we
this
go.
is
Good.
red, white, and blue fish.
And we're gonna start with our red.
You know what I like to do for the 4th? I like to actually go to the beach.
Do you?
Yeah, I like to go to the beach, and I like to go to. I like to be near the water for the 4th of July, especially because usually that's the safest place for fireworks, and I'm still a little kid at heart. I
there's
love
nothing better.
the fireworks. Okay, those
Okay,
look
now-
nice, Aaron. You have a little bit of tomato.
Yeah, I just like to put a little tomato
salsa.
on top.
Okay.
And
what else?
on the other, I usually put some grilled asparagus with this.
Okay.
And you can take another
Little.
couple little sprigs.
Okay. Well, this is Kevin Meeker from Philadelphia Fishing Company. We did the red, white, and blue fish. We also did the chowder here, the fish chowder. Thank you so much, Kevin.
Oh, thank you.
Have a great 4th of July.
You too.
And I need to also thank Walter Stave from City
From City
Tavern,
Tavern.
because
What a great place he has.
we're at his back porch here in Old City at 2nd and Chestnut.
And thank God, if we didn't have this porch.
Have a great day. Thanks for watching. Bye-bye.